Welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you checking out my latest video. I'm excited today. I have a jammed-packed video and it is full of exciting trail camera photos. Now these are some of the most exciting and unique photos that I have personally captured in the past 10 years. These photos are going to include things like three-legged deer, deer maybe sticking their tongue out at the camera, and of course UFOs. Yes, I'm going to show you some UFOs that I have captured on my trail camera. Stick around, this ought to be exciting. So before we get into today's video, I just wanted to take a second to thank you for all the support for my channel. I probably don't take time enough to give a thank you and to show my appreciation. There has been people that have supported me from the very beginning, and I really, truly want to thank you for that. If you're brand new here, I just want to take the time to thank you for stopping by, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. But now on to the trail camera photos. Recently, I've been running my trail cameras on video mode. If any of you are familiar with my channel, I put together a Thursday trail camera highlights every single week. Obviously, it's released on Thursday, so you can check that out. So I run the majority of my trail cameras on video mode, but for many, many years, I ran my trail cameras on photo mode, probably like many of you do. It always amazed me when a camera's on photo mode, you just get that one glimpse, that one capture, and you might have a burst in your camera mode, but it's still that split second that the camera takes a photo. It always amazed me what you can capture in that split second. So I dug through the archives of the HuntingFarmer trail camera pictures, and I categorized a lot of these photos into different groups. In this first group, I was just amazed at how many times I could capture a deer in photo mode, standing on its hind legs, reaching up for something, fighting another deer, whatever the case may be. Check out these videos. So I really enjoyed a lot of those photos. In many of those cases, it looked like the deer could have been showing off for the camera. This next series of pictures proves that the deer knew the cameras were there and they were definitely showing off for the camera. How about that last picture? It was an absolute classic. I love that picture. I showed a lot of deer and I focused on a lot of deer pictures here at the beginning, but that's by far not the only thing I've captured on my trail cameras. When I had the trail cameras on photo mode, I was always amazed when I could capture a bird in mid-flight on photo mode. So this next series of pictures is going to be dedicated to them. Let's check out these birds on the trail camera. Next series of videos, we're going to be heading to the cafeteria. We're going to be checking out animals that had their mouth full, and I'm not talking deer just munching on grass or something like that. This is mostly predators that have captured another animal, and we're parading past my trail camera. My trail camera was able to capture them with their mouth full. I think you'll find these interesting. Be on the lookout for the very end of this series. There's a rabbit. It doesn't have its mouth full, but it just about became lunch. next series, I am always amazed at the resiliency and the toughness of deer. They can survive many different injuries. You don't always know what the history is or how the injuries occurred, but check out some of these trail camera photos that I've captured over the year of three-legged deer. Yes, that one three-legged doe actually raised several sets of fawns. She lived on a farm here for several years, and you could always distinguish her because she had some cuts in her ears, some natural slices there that you could always pick her out on trail camera, and obviously she only had 3 legs. For several years I followed her. I could only imagine how tough it was for her to be a three-legged doe, but then to raise fawns. That would be a very tough job. Check out this series if it wasn't hard enough to be a three-legged deer and raise some fawns. Watch the timestamp on these photos. Yes, that coyote was trying to take advantage of that three-legged deer. He was just seconds behind her, and as she took off running, he was probably definitely on her trail. We don't know what the outcome is, but that's just some of the mysteries and some of the unique captures you can capture on trail camera. By far, some of my favorite trail camera pictures are always when several different species are interacting with each other. We're not out there to see it, but I'm sure it happens often. I'm always amazed when I'm able to capture that on trail camera. Check out this series of different species interacting, how they interact. It's pretty comical. I'm going to put this next short series in the unique category, more white than normal. You'll see deer and squirrel. Check this out. I'm going to be getting to the grand finale, my UFO pictures, in just a bit, but before we get to that, one last category, and it is my miscellaneous category. Going through the archives, I found some really unique photos. Didn't really fall into any of the other categories, but they're definitely worth sharing. Check these out. Thought I'd walk you through some of these photos. Anytime I capture a black bear on my farm, it's unique to me, so I included these pictures. If I was to come up with a caption for this picture, when I grow up, I want to be like you. My, what big rack you have. In these next few pictures, you don't often see a fawn with a buck, but check out these photos. Next, not usually what I get on trail camera, but here's some cows. They're the neighbor's cows, and he did get them back in eventually. There was no denying where this guy came from. Here's some random funny face pictures. And finally, somebody posing with a trophy, or at least a trophy in their mind. I didn't know who this was, but I believe it was a neighborhood kid that happened to be exploring on my farm. So now, as promised, we're on to the grand finale, the UFO pictures that I've personally captured throughout the years. Now, we all know what a UFO is. It's an unidentifiable flying object, and I've definitely captured some of those on my trail camera. Now, many times, these UFOs can be explained. The light blur or something that you see is probably just a bug. It could be a moth or a lightning bug flying just at the exact second that the camera takes a picture. But check out some of these videos. So do you think every one of those were bugs or a moth or a different insect that was flying by? What was up with the strange lights in the back of that one picture? That one actually was another trail camera that I had set up in the background. A deer was passing through there and gave that unexplained light in the background. Many different reasons that you might see a UFO or something that you might think is unidentifiable flying object. But check out this picture. What do you think this is? So what are your thoughts? What do you think that is? Some of my other family members think it's possibly a bird, but there's not many birds that fly at night. Was it a bat? Was it a flying squirrel? Definitely an unidentifiable flying object. So now many of these unidentifiable objects are happening at nighttime. Definitely can get different light blurs and different reactions to the infrared. But check out this daytime photo. There's an unidentifying flying object here. What is it? So now when I first got this photo, I was confused. I didn't know what it was. It almost looked like a jackrabbit jumping through the air or flying through the air. I could see its ears pinned back and of course its big eye there. But we don't have jackrabbits in our area. Is it a regular rabbit? Again, one of my family members thought it might be a squirrel just getting ready to jump or just jumping in front of the camera. What do you think it is? Well, after closer inspection, I'm not totally certain, but I think it's a bird. It looks like it had its wings pinned back. I thought that was the rabbit's ears, or somebody thought that was the squirrel's tail. Just goes to show you get some pretty unique captures on trail camera. It is a lot of fun running trail cameras. I really do enjoy it. You just never know what you're going to capture every time you go and check your camera card and your trail camera. That camera is just sitting there 24/7, just waiting for some action, and you just never know what you're going to capture. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Feel free to leave a comment down in the comment section. What was your favorite photo in these photos that I have shown? A lot of them, as I was looking through, I could come up with some captions. So maybe you want to caption some of these photos. Put that down in the comment section. I'd love to hear that. As always, I want to thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.